Peace to the planet. This conversation I'm going to have is not really for humans. This conversation is for gods and people who are already in the spiritual community. So this may not be for you. So I'll give you like 2 seconds to, go to somebody else's video. Go to the shade room or something, right? All right, your 2 seconds is up. For those of you who are in the spiritual community, who have been doing esoteric work, these money rituals, and this was inspired. I was watching somebody last night on YouTube, and I'm not going to mention the name, but they were like, yo, it's pretty popular. And they were like, yo, I have this abundance toolbox, right? Everybody was in the comments. They want the abundance toolbox. They want to know, they want to know how to get the abundance toolbox. Everybody wants the abundance toolbox. Everybody wants the abundance toolbox. Why? Because obviously money is power. Everybody wants to be powerful. We all want to succeed. We all want to get nice things for ourselves, for our families. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to be abundant at all. There's nothing wrong with having crystals for abundance. There's nothing wrong with doing rituals for abundance. There's nothing wrong with even getting kits for abundance, right? But is that the only thing that you are using to get abundance? For instance, what type of service are you providing to the world? What type of service are you providing to the world? Let's look at the rich. Let's be practical, right? And this is why a lot of people don't mess with esoteric thought, or they don't mess with people that claim to be woke, or they don't mess with people that claim to be on the spiritual path. Because a lot of y'all want something for nothing. Real talk. A lot of y'all want something for nothing. You don't want to use the hands that you have. You don't want to use the brain that you have. You don't want to be of service to anyone. All you really want to do is sit home and watch Netflix all day and decode movies. Real talk. But look at people who are already successful. The Bill Gates, the Jeff Bezos, the Puff Daddies, the Kanye West, right? Billionaires. What did they do? Now, you could say that they're in the occult and they're Illuminati and they did rituals, etc., right? You could say all them things that you want to say to excuse yourself for not doing what you want to do. And I'm not saying that some of that is not true, that they are not engaging in practices, that are occult, right? In order to get or help them get where they are. But Bill Gates has Microsoft. That's a service. We all use Microsoft. Puffy has Ciroc. Puffy created hit songs. That's a service. Entertainment. Made people happy. Ciroc. For all intents and purposes, people like to drink. Makes people happy. Makes people relax. That's a service. Jeff Bezos. Amazon. Right? You get your shit in 2 days. That's a service. That's a service, right? So regardless of what you think that they're doing in the occult realm, they have the service. They have a vehicle. They have a vehicle to channel that energy. Money is currency. Currency is power. Currency is power. Currency is energy. When you plug your phone in a charger, that's currency. You're providing a current of energy into your phone. So what service are you providing after you do the money spell, after you do the money ritual, after you get the jade? What service are you providing? What are you selling? What are you giving to the world? If the world turned into ashes today, right? Let's say everything turned into ashes, right? And you had to rebuild the planet. And let's say you and all the people that you like and love were tasked to rebuild the planet. What would you offer the planet? That's really how you get to your abundance. That's how you get into your abundance. But not simply just depending on the money spell, the money ritual, and the money crystal. Look at it this way. Let's say you're outside in the rain, right? And let's use the rain as a metaphor for abundance, shall we? So it's raining, right? It's raining outside. And you want to catch the raindrops. You want to catch the abundance, right? That's coming down. What would be better? Would it be better for you to stick your tongue out and just wait for the raindrops to hit your tongue? Or how much rain do you think you'll get by just letting the raindrops hit your tongue and opening your mouth? You might get a raindrop here and there, right? You might get a couple raindrops here and there, but you're going to have to keep getting these little raindrops in order to quench your thirst. But let's say you have a cup out in that same rain. Now you're able to get more and more abundance because you have something that's able to hold abundance. You have something that's able to serve you to get more and more abundance. So it's the same thing with creating a business. It's the same thing with creating a service. It's the same thing with having something to sell, having something to provide, having something to offer. Oprah doesn't necessarily have a tangible product, but what she does offer people is hope. She does offer people hope. She does offer people inspiration. That's her service. So this is what was able to get her to the $1 billion status. So even if let's say you think that they all worship the devil, right? All the successful people in the world worship the devil. They all have services. They all are serving in some way, shape, and capacity to continue their abundance flow, regardless of what occult ritual they are doing that are hidden. And a lot of us are really just fucking lazy. And we're relying and dependent on a candle, some herbs, wearing some jade, and these different things we do in order to gain an abundance kit, in order to become abundant. And again, all those things are supplemental. They are designed to attach energy to whatever service you are providing. But you do not provide a service if you will not provide a way to serve humanity. Just like if the world turned to ashes, you have to figure out a way to serve humanity. If you don't have a way to serve humanity, then why should you be abundant? Why should you be abundant? Why should you get more energy, which is what money is? Why should you get more energy and more power from the world if you don't have anything to give to the world? So what's your cup in order to get your water? What cup do you need to create? Visualize that scenario. The world turns to ashes and you got to help rebuild it. What would you be able to provide for the world? And then figure out a way to sell something, build a business, or provide a service around it. Peace, power, and prosperity to y'all.